This is a HeadGum podcast.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to A Funny Feeling Podcast. I'm Betsy Sidaro.
And I'm Marcy Jarrow. This is a podcast where comedians tell us their paranormal experiences, and we listen to yours as well.
Oh, yeah. And if you have one of these paranormal experiences that you want to share with us, please email it to us at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Now get cozy.
And prepare yourself to be scared silly.
This is a Funny Feeling podcast. Hello, Betsy.
Marcy. Can you believe it?
I can't believe a thing.
Can you believe anything right now?
I don't think any of it's real. It is a simulation.
Real. Can you believe the spam incident?
Okay, guys. So you know how we've been begging
On our knees, doing whole episodes on our knees. You can't tell, but we have been.
Huge bruises all over our legs from begging on our knees for you guys to send us listener stories, and you've done it. You thank you all so much for, if you've already sent them, bumping the original you sent. Yes. Here's a funny thing that I found out though. Through this is that because someone was like, I keep sending them, but are you not seeing it? And I was like, I am not seeing it. So I searched this person's name, and then it came up in a spam folder.
What the fuck, man?
Like, and there were almost 100 emails in the spam folder. But what's trickiest about it is the spam folder deletes emails after 30 days.
Oh, shit.
So I was able to find that many emails, like a bunch of emails, but only from like the month of June,
right.
Basically. So basically, if you send an email before June, I might not have gotten it. But here's the thing. It will confuse the hell out of me unless you bump your original email and forward it on like that, you know?
Right. Okay.
Because it's all gone. Anyway, and it's weird because we were getting some, and we were getting some from people who had already emailed us and that we had who had already been interacted with our email address, right?
Right.
So the new people who never sent one, those are the ones we didn't get, and those are the ones.
What the fuck, man?
Those are the ones we want, guys. So
that's what we want. Oh man!
And I don't know how long the problem had been going on.
What a disaster.
And
what the hell, Gmail?
Who decided at Gmail to do that? Anyway, guys, we're a professional podcast.
It's haunted. Gmail, ghost mail.
It is. It's goose mail.
Ghost mail.
Yeah, it's like, yes, there's mail.
Yeah. Do you really want this mail? You really want this email? Okay.
Anyway, guys, so like I said, we've gotten to a bunch. So if you've sent it after June to now, I am getting them finally, and thank you for alerting me. If you've sent them, I'm going to say maybe the earlier part of the year and you haven't heard it, because we're doing pretty good with them now. But you can just bump your original one. That would help me. And if you sent a voice memo, you may have to reattach that voice memo. So
okay. Yeah.
Just so you know. I mean, it's, guys, I don't know why I'm making you do so much work.
Because Gmail fucked everybody over, man.
Could you imagine if we were like good at this?
Whoa.
No. I blew your mind, didn't I?
Whoa, I can't. I don't want to know.
Oh, that's a weird thing to think about.
Oh, my God, no.
Well, I guess I could complain about technology forever. But
me too.
What's going on? Any spooky stuff happening in your life?
Trying to think. Any spooky stuff? I don't think so. I've been watching the house calls, Ghost Adventures house calls.
Okay.
You were talking about it.
So I've already said I've been watching Portals to Hell with Jack Osborne and Katrina Weidman, I think. But a new one I'm watching now, I forget what the name of it is. Let me look it up.
Look it up.
It's Kesha has a ghost hunting show.
Oh, I think I've heard about this.
And it's only been like 2. Yeah, it's like only like at the time of recording this, there's only been like a couple. But
is it on Discovery Plus?
It's on
is
Discovery,
it on Travel Channel? Okay.
It's on Discovery Plus, so I don't know like where. It's called Conjuring Kesha. And I've seen 2 of the episodes.
Oh, no.
And the first one is with Whitney Cummings, and the second one has Betty Who. And something about Kesha ghost hunting is very entertaining to watch.
Really?
I don't know what it is. I just like,
really?
I knew nothing of her personality.
What is her personality like?
Like, she's just I'm trying to think of an example of how she was. She was just like, she got really freaked out and was like, I don't want to be here anymore, but I like kind of do, but I don't want the ghost to know that. Like, she was like being like, she was acting as if the ghost might not hear her.
That's very funny.
But like pretty early on in the first episode, like Whitney Cummings is like kind of, you can tell she's like, oh, thanks for inviting me here. And then immediately a ghost touches her and she's like, what the fuck?
Yes.
So,
okay.
And they have some characters that you will see on all the other ghost shows, like some mediums and or demonologists and stuff, because I guess there's probably only so many people who are good on camera. But
good on camera.
I don't dislike it, and and when I watched the 2 episodes that they already had, because they came out on July 8th,
right,
I was like, where are the others?
I want more.
I'm hungry for more.
I want more.
So that's my recommendation.
Okay, I'll check it out.
It's just funny enough for me, you know?
Yeah, that's kind of perfect.
Yeah. But let's get into these listener stories that I begged and begged and begged for, and you guys had sent years ago. So, all right, I have one right here, and it is called Jeffrey.
Ew, already creepy.
I know, just like a name of the Toys R Us giraffe.
Oh yeah, that was the Toys R Us giraffe, Jeffrey the giraffe.
R.I.P. Jeffrey.
Oh, R.I.P. Toys R Us.
R.I.P. I assume it's because he died, though.
Toys R.I.P. us.
Good line.
Hey.
All right. No intro. It just says 2018 was a very busy year for me. I became a mother, moved my business, which grew it rapidly, purchased and moved into a new home to have room to take in my mother-in-law, who was just diagnosed with Alzheimer's. Before that, I was going to say congratulations on everything, but
yeah.
But also, like, that's rough. But also congratulations on the rest of it. So.
Yes.
Just saying that. Struggling with change, responsibilities, and my new role as a mother and caretaker, the next few years is a blur of stress. During this time, I renovated the attic of our new home into my studio so that I could work from home to be closer to care for my family. A good thing, since a global pandemic happened shortly after its completion, which allowed me to continue to work and make an income through the shit show that was the following year.
Oh, man, that is like,
woof. For all the bad stuff, there's also good stuff. So that's good. Last summer, we decided it was time to put my mother-in-law into a memory care facility, as it had become far too much for us to handle, and it was apparent that it was time. Watching someone lose their mind is an awful, sad thing. Caring for someone with Alzheimer's is a lot. Caring for my mother-in-law, who, in parentheses, drove me crazy when she had all of her faculties, let's say it was truly trying. Oh, damn. Boy.
I bet. Oh, my God.
After getting my mother-in-law situated and into a new routine, we ourselves were also getting accustomed to our new situation of having our home to ourselves for the first time. I decided to ask my witchy friend to come over to our house to clear the energy. It felt like a good cleaning was in order to start fresh after a few rough and stressful years. When my witchy friend came over, I mentioned as an afterthought that I often felt as if I were being watched while working in my studio. I'm a jeweler. Okay, so this is where shit gets weird.
Okay. Give us Jeffrey the giant giraffe. Come on.
My friend walked through the house with her sage and crystals and I don't know what all, or IDK what all. I didn't want to make her self-conscious, so I busied myself doing something close to nothing somewhere else till she was done. That's very funny because that's what people do when like a house cleaner will come. You'll just like, let me go be away.
I truly just like sit silently in my room. Okay.
I won't do a thing. I'll behave. She went upstairs to my studio last where I could hear her talking. When she finished up, she came down and told me, well, yes, you have a ghost and his name is Jeffrey.
Ooh!
Apparently, she had gone up and immediately heard someone tell her, oh, please, no.
Oh, what?
She was a touch rattled. It was far from her first experience, but it was her first time having an audible experience.
Whoa.
She told me she told the ghost not to scare people and relayed that he is a nice spirit of a young, maybe teenage boy who's just curious. Whoa.
What?
She thought he was either attached to me or an object in the space. Well, okay then. I felt strange about this. A touch scared, I guess, but mostly strange, like prickly and on edge. I myself, like Betsy, am an open believer in the paranormal, but would rather hear about it than witness it.
Yeah.
And as a sort of afterthought, I brought up to my friend about having the feeling I'm being watched. I really didn't think much about the fact that it could be confirmed. The next day, I went up to my studio and out loud pronounced that he could stay, but that he was not allowed to scare me. For the next few, you gotta tell teens what to do.
You gotta tell teens what to do. They honestly, they need that. They
need
like
the guidance.
Boundaries.
Absolutely. They say they don't.
Yeah, they say they don't, but they're begging for some rules and some like
structure.
Structure, man.
Yeah, we know about kids.
Yeah. I was one once.
I act like one.
I was one and I still act like one, and I love structure, so.
I need it desperately, yeah.
Give me some rules,
please. My brain stopped developing after the age of 14, so I really
think mine did too.
For the next few weeks, if I was in my studio, my dog Walter was with me. And if I was going to be scared, if I was going to be scared, I wasn't going to be alone. LOL. Walter is my 10-year-old pit mix who is the best boy. Oh my God, Walter already. I can tell I love him. I can't remember how long after, but I then had what I believed to be Jeffrey come to me in a dream. Oh, wow. Oh, I got chills. He was a young man in what seemed to be 60s or 70s era clothing.
Ooh, roller skates.
That's all there would be. That's the only possibility. He tried to talk to me and I freaked out and was saying, no. My husband woke me up as I was yelling in my dream and mumbling and making weird noises. I guess he got the message not to contact me and that I was not cool with that, as I haven't dreamt about him again. Months went by after the dream. Then one Saturday afternoon, I was busy chasing my daughter around the house, trying to ready her to go somewhere, when I ran into our TV room looking for her shoes when I saw it. It was a misty fog spot feet away.
What?
I stopped and watched it, trying to understand what I was looking at. Was it a glare from the sun? Were my eyes being wonky? I focused on it and watched as it disappeared. I knew what I saw was a spirit and most likely Jeffrey. And to my surprise, I wasn't scared in the least.
Oh.
The mood and the atmosphere in my home was light, happy, and peaceful, and I felt no fear. I don't think he was intending on me seeing him. I think I caught him off guard.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess I have a friendly and curious ghost in my home, and I think I'm okay with it. I can't remember what y'all landed on with what to call a friendly ghost, but I think a Caspering is good.
Yeah.
Love you too. Thanks for the company and one-sided friendship. Shout out to Jenna, who introduced me to your podcast as you interviewed a buddy of ours from our NYC days, Frank Heil Garcia.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Anna, thank you.
Wow. You have a friendly ghost.
Caspering.
You got Caspered.
You got Casper, dude.
You got Caspered. Wow.
That is very... Yeah, I can imagine freaking out. It's funny to freak out in a dream that someone's talking to you that you like, and in the dream you know
yes, that is so interesting. Where it's like, like it's so weird. Dreams are so wild that way of. I mean, that sounds like a visit then, like
right.
Straight up a visit where he's like, okay, I've been trying to get your attention in the attic. Now I'm going to go to your body attic, your mind, and get you there.
Body attic is such a good way to call a mind.
Your body attic.
And we all know what your body basement is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Body basement.
I definitely had the feeling of being like, well, I want to know what Jeffrey has to say.
I'm curious.
Maybe Jeffrey will come to you.
No, that's okay. I don't need that.
Just in a dream wearing roller skates.
Well, then, okay. Maybe that's kind of fun.
Maybe that'll be all right.
I know, it seems like Jeffrey's just there to kind of chill and hang out, nothing malicious, which is nice.
Yeah, I wonder, like, what Jeffrey's attached to, especially if it is, like, jewelry or maybe even, like, if there's any reused metal or stones or...
Right.
Who knows? Man.
Oh.
Jeffrey. I love them just like kind of like watching in the attic though too, to be like, what you making?
How fun to have somebody creative move in to your spot and be like, yeah, make something cool.
Oh yeah, what if you had a musician move in and they were bad?
Oh, a bad one? Ooh, that's when you send like, that's when you start giggling like a little kid.
Yeah,
really scared. Maybe that's the case of every haunting is like, hey, sorry, but you suck at music.
Or I want you out.
I want you out because you're not creative at all.
You are not an artist and you need to move to a smaller city and just live a simple life.
Just live a simple life, please.
Please, give it up. Give up your dreams.
Give up your dreams.
No one wants them here. What do you think is scarier? I just thought of this. Do you think it's scarier to hear wet footsteps?
Ew, Marcy. That's so gross.
Or what? Or to like hear a in your ear.
Ew. Oh, shit. I think wet footsteps, man. That is so gross.
Why? But I think the same.
That is so gross. Ew, running too. Quick wet footsteps, nasty.
I mean, because you're like, why are they wet?
Why are you wet?
I don't know why I thought of that too, but I definitely think that's
gross.
Scarier.
You're messed up for thinking of that. That's good though. That's good.
I'm sick in my head.
Write down wet footsteps.
Wet footsteps.
Wet footsteps. Ew. Okay, I got one.
Okay, give it.
This is called Classic Ghost Story?
Classic?
Question mark? Hi, Marcy and Betsy. I've just got a quick little story which I don't know why I haven't thought of sending before. As a little kid, I used to be a pain in the ass and get so homesick that I frequently made my parents come pick me up from slumber parties in the middle of the night. I've done that for sure. When I was about 4 or 5, my parents thought I could handle staying the night at a cousin's house since it was family. But joke's on them because I still couldn't handle a night and caused a scene. Since it was about 40 miles away, my uncle and dad met in the middle.
40 miles away?
That's a trip you're on.
I wouldn't have
You're
even
on a
tried.
trip.
I wouldn't have even tried it.
You wouldn't have even gone.
I would have been like, no, you don't get to see your family.
Yeah,
Ever.
I feel I would have been like, no way, man. That's so far away.
Yeah. Sorry, I interrupted.
No. And hey, that's what we do.
Yeah.
See, that is what we do. It was around dawn. Oh my god.
Jesus
and just
Christ.
after.
That's why that's why I don't want kids.
Yeah, no way, dude.
'Cause you
Get
can't-
a call.
You can't make them suffer and be like, yeah, go be scared.
Yeah, you can't. Especially 4 or 5. That's young.
Yeah.
That's young.
Oh, to be like, you are so cute and ruining my night.
I'll never have kids. It was around dawn, and just after my dad picked me up and was driving away, I have a vivid memory of looking up at a pedestrian bridge and seeing a fully black figure of a person against the pink sunrise.
Whoa.
The figure was carrying an umbrella,
Ooh.
even though there was no rain, wore a hat, and to top it off, they had a huge belly.
Whoa.
Think Danny DeVito as the penguin. Oh my God. Ew. When he bites that guy's nose off, that's all I remember from that movie.
Horrible.
I looked away and then looked back, and there was no one there. I suppose it could have been an alive person, not a ghost, but why did they have an umbrella during a clear early morning walk? And how did they disappear so quickly when it was a straight, clear path, no bends for them to have gone around? And the figure was pure darkness,
Whoa.
like a black cutout of a pot-bellied man. Ooh.
Alfred Hitchcock?
Oh, bum, ba-da-da-ba-bum, that's him, dude.
Da-da-da-da.
I can still see the image very clearly, and I have a horrible memory. So I find this quite interesting. I like to think of him just enjoying a little stroll in the afterlife, and the everyday nature of the haunting comforts me. Anywho, hope you enjoy thinking about this chunky ghost. Ooh, what was that?
Oh, I love a chunky ghost.
I love a chunky.
Chonkum.
I love a chunky ghost. Wow.
Yeah, maybe it was just like a little ghost on a stroll.
Yeah, maybe. An umbrella's very old-timey, too, you know?
Pre-sunscreen.
Pre-sunscreen. You gotta have that little umbrella to block it.
Your little parasol.
Yeah.
Man, truly though, kids getting scared in the middle of the night. It makes sense, like, to be like, here, leave the only family structure you know.
Yeah.
But what good parents to be like, yeah, we'll go at 2:00 in the morning to pick you up.
Right.
And that's when kids always want to leave.
Always. Witching hour, dude.
That's true.
Witching hour.
That makes sense.
I remember one time, it might have been the only time I had to get picked up. We were staying outside of my friend's house in their like camper. They had an RV.
Fun.
And we were watching Bad Boys
Oh.
on VHS.
Martin Lawrence, Will Smith.
I believe so.
Yeah.
And I remember starting to freak out, and I had to call my parents. I was having a panic attack, but I didn't know what. Like I was like, "Oh my god, I'm dying! I'm dying! I need my parents to come pick me up because I'm dying."
They need to see me. They need to give me a hug and a kiss before I pass away.
Yes, before I die.
Yeah.
And that was like I think that was the only time I had to call and be like, hey, you gotta come pick me up. Something is wrong. And then when I learned what panic attacks were, I was like, that's what that was. Okay.
Oh, that makes sense now.
Oh, that makes sense now. A while ago. Okay. There we go.
Isn't it terrible that children who shouldn't have stress have anxiety that is so bad it like makes them like it ruins social interactions?
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
Such a bummer. It
doesn't make sense.
Such a bummer.
It doesn't make sense that the brain
Doesn't make sense one bit.
It's like the brain can do so many good things, and then it does that shit. You're like, this doesn't make
Yeah, right?
Doesn't make sense.
Does all that shit. Messes so much stuff up for kids and adults.
I was saying recently, just speaking of anxiety, I was like at an event where there were people that I like kind of know, like, you know, like friends that like, especially back in the day when we were all at UCB, I would have been like fun, like people that you'd be like, those are my buds.
Right.
And they still are my buds, but they're buds that I'm not very close to. Right.
Right.
I find it might be more difficult to make small talk with people you kind of know than it is with full strangers.
I think so, because there is that, like with full strangers, you could just be like, you could straight up be like, do you prefer sandwiches or pizza?
Yes.
Whereas with somebody you kind of know, it's like, I don't think I can ask them these kind of big. You could. I don't think it would be that big. But like, you can't even be like, where are you from?
Because you should know. You should remember.
Or you should remember.
You should remember. Because I was like, this is harder. I find myself, I keep talking about people's boobs.
Boobs?
Yes.
You horn dog.
I'm like, wow, your boobs look really big. I've done that twice in the past week.
Really, Marcy?
It's not the thing to do.
No.
Actionable if we were in a work environment.
Yes.
Don't do that, guys.
Don't. Keep those boob thoughts to yourself.
I will say both people were like, oh my gosh, yeah. Like, then it was a conversation.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, there you go.
Luckily, but let me tell you, Marcy.
You gotta read the room. Before you say nice boobs.
That's the problem with anxiety, though. It doesn't let you do that.
But you did. You knew you could say it in that moment.
I was lucky. I lucked up that I was able to say it. And maybe I'm wrong and they just rolled with it.
That's true. Maybe they're angry with you right now.
Give me an alternate. Help me. Sandwich or pizza?
Be like, yeah, sandwich or pizza. Like, dude, what was like a fun thing you did during pandemic?
Dude,
you know,
what was fun? And they're gonna be like,
dude, this all sucks. But what was a fun thing you like ended up doing or learning about yourself in the pandemic?
And they'll probably tell me about their boobs.
Yeah, and hey, if it's their boobs, and be like, I knew it. I was looking at them and I thought they looked real nice.
Oh boy, what a bad person I am sometimes. All right, here's an email, and it's called Chill Ghost.
Oh, Chill Ghost. Nice.
And this is in the biggest font. It's like a title heading font. It says,
my mom would love that. She has a Kindle and it is like To Kill a Mockingbird is now like 5,000 pages long. It's like 2 words a page. She's like, this is good.
well, this is just our names that say, hi, Betsy and Marcy. And then we go back to normal font.
Oh, fun. Okay.
Here are my spooky ghost sighting stories. Years ago, I was in college and went home for the summer to work and make some money for the next school year to spend on dumb stuff.
Yeah.
I was dating a boy who was very boring but hot.
Nice.
That's the perfect time to do that, too.
It truly is. Like, that's the time to do it, where it's just like, you kind of suck, but you're hot, and who cares? Like,
You know how it is sometimes. We went for a drive around Niagara on the lake to get ice cream and hang out. You could see a storm approaching over the lake, and I wanted to check it out. And I gotta say, guys, I've heard too many stories about people being struck by lightning recently. Like, multiples. Right. You gotta be careful.
Be careful around water and lightning, dude, and everything in lightning.
Everything, yeah. We walked across the golf course to get to the edge of the lake to get a better view. The air had an electric feeling of a storm coming, and I was psyched. He was freaked out. Once again, he was a dud. Ooh, I'm starting to reevaluate your assessment of maybe he wasn't so bored.
I wanted to hold up a bat, and he didn't.
Yeah, I had an old cable antenna, and he kept telling me to put it on the ground.
What What a loser.
Boring. At the edge of the course, there's remnants of a watchtower left over from the War of 1812.
Whoa, that's old.
Yeah, that was used to spy on Americans and make sure they weren't trying to sneak attack us.
Ooh.
It's sort of a small tower of bricks, and inside a tunnel leads to the back to the main fort. It's roped off because it's falling apart, but you can sit on the hill around it.
Cool.
I was sitting on that hill, looking over Lake Ontario, enjoying the approaching lightning and creepy vibe. I have to say again, no, we're not doing, no one is reenacting this. We don't sit on higher elevation to look at lightning.
I mean, I don't know. They might know it. They know how it works, though. You know, they're like, it's far enough away.
Yeah.
It's far enough away. I'll be safe.
Possibly, and but you gotta count them thunderclaps.
You gotta count those thunderclaps.
The guy I was with was on the fairway of the golf course, too freaked out to enjoy himself. Again, I feel like you really called him wrong.
I like this. Yeah, what a wiener. Come on. Enjoy yourself.
Come die with me, loser. I looked to my right and saw that someone else was sitting next to me enjoying the show. We nodded to each other and I looked back out over the lake. But wait, why was the guy wearing knee-high boots and a jacket in the middle of the summer?
Dude.
Because he was a ghost.
What?
I looked back and he wasn't there. He would have had to walk past me to leave. He was completely solid, not see-through. I processed what happened and slowly got up to leave. I did not mention it to the guy I was with since he was a wimp. Years later, I was on a ghost tour in another city, and the guide mentioned this spot was great for seeing ghosts. I felt very validated. I want to go back there one day and hunt a little more for ghosts. The whole town is very haunted, and everyone who lives there has great ghost stories. Love the pod, Rachel.
Rachel. Wow. And do you think because there was such electricity in the air that it was a prime time for that ghost to hang out?
Absolutely. I think that's exactly what happened, that there was energy in the air.
Yeah.
And the ghost was able to manifest fully into...
Oh, of course. Fully
into what looked like solid form. And also, Rachel, I think that ghost was telling you to get the fuck off the hill in the middle of a lightning storm. If he was getting enough electricity to fully look like a human being, it was probably a little too close to you.
A little bit.
Don't get struck by lightning, guys.
Listen to Marcy, please. Listen to Marcy. Don't get struck by lightning.
The other side is maybe you don't get to see a fully formed apparition.
So go into that lightning and look for those ghosts. Marcy, what do you want people to do?
Okay, I either want you to stay away from lightning or take a hot air balloon up during a storm.
Oh, that's smart.
With all of your pieces of metal.
With all your pieces of metal.
All your metals.
Yeah.
All your
metals.
If you have a metal bottle that you could fill up with water, do that. Bring your Nalgene's or whatever. Yes.
I got one right here. Fill it up with water. Hold it up. There you go. See some full formed apparition.
Yeah, I really do feel like the guy you were dating, you kind of unfairly judged him. Maybe there's other examples of how he was boring other than wanting to preserve his life.
An email with all the other examples of how he was boring.
But if it was he would never drive really fast with his eyes closed, if it's that kind of stuff, then I don't know, man. I don't know.
He would never just spin around with a knife in his hand and then poke whatever got in his way.
It was a dud.
What a dud. Wow. We got to go to that area.
I know. It took
Canada.
Canada.
War of 1812. Was that U.S. versus Canada?
Is it not? Is it a war with some French people or no? Are you looking it up?
Sense.
War of 1812. 1812 feels... Okay, let's look.
Against the The United Kingdom and its allies?
Wait, the United States
in British North America.
Okay. It was fought by the United States and its indigenous allies against the United Kingdom and its allies in British North America.
Okay. Did Napoleon have something to do with it, or is that a different one?
Why do I feel like Napoleon is earlier?
Oh, probably.
But
you know what?
What's great about us?
Whatever.
We don't fucking know. Barely care.
We don't know. We don't care.
Literally, one day we just started a podcast and then we keep doing it.
Yeah. We didn't even plan on it to be ghost stories.
Yeah, we just showed up one day and we're like...
We just showed up one day and we're like, let's talk into these microphones, man.
What do we do?
What are we doing? I think this is a thing everybody's getting into. Maybe we should too. Okay, I got one. Ready?
I'm excited. Go.
This is titled, I Grew Up in a Haunted House.
Ooh.
Ooh. Hi, Betsy and Marcy. I grew up in a haunted house.
You already said that.
That was it. Okay. On episode 171, Ghost on the Go, you read the story my best friend Kara wrote in of her spooky experience she had at my childhood home where our ghost turned on the sink faucet.
Oh, cool.
She's not the only one to have that kind of experience. Also, every friend who has house sat has had at least one paranormal experience in that house, including people who don't believe in ghosts, but this freaky thing happened.
You heard of them.
Heard of them, Mono Agapian. So I know it's not just me being crazy. Okay. My parents built the house in 1988. We were the only family to live there, so I believe our ghost, Sally, followed us home from somewhere, or maybe she was already on the land when the house was built. All I know is I was aware of her presence from the time I was really little. I saw her several times, and she appeared as a middle-aged white woman in a white sundress. She had a kind, pretty face that I remember clearly to this day. I have a ton of stories I could write in about, as little things happened almost weekly for most of my life, but here are two of my spookiest ones.
Thank you. This is how you do.
Sally, being a ghost.
Oh, Sally. Ooh, that girl. Remember that song?
Oh, yeah. How does it go?
Sally did something.
Sally.
You woke up in the morning and don't know what to do. Sally. Do. Probably something problematic. Okay.
Probably. Okay. The top of the stairs were right outside my bedroom door, and I was always scared of those stairs in the dark. Sometimes I would wake in the middle of the night to pee and would have to run past the stairs to get to the bathroom.
Oh.
I remember one of those nights, I must have been 11 or 12. I glanced down the stairs only to see Sally. She was standing completely still on the stair landing, facing sideways, staring towards the front door. Her eyes were wide and her arms were straight at her side. When I saw her, I fell over backwards. A scream caught in my throat. Luckily, I didn't piss myself. That is pretty huge.
Especially going to the bathroom.
Yes, on your way to the bathroom where you already have to pee and then something scary happens. Good job for not peeing yourself.
Congrats.
I was frozen in fear for what felt like forever, but in reality was probably 2 seconds. Once I could move my legs again, I crab walked to the bathroom as fast as I could. It freaked me out so bad I didn't want to come out of the bathroom after peeing, so I fell asleep on the bath mat. Oh. I stopped going pee at night after that unless it was an emergency. Oh, man. Sally, come on.
You don't want to hold it.
That's bad for you.
Poor kid.
Poor kid. Oh, man. Sally, come on. Pick another place to stand spookily and stare at the front door.
Yeah, you shithead.
Yeah, Sally, shit. Hey, shit. My second story happened when I was 17 or 18. Excuse me. Oh my
God bless.
Okay. I was home alone with my dog on my lap watching TV in the family room. My dog lifted her head and stared at the door to the hall and let out a soft growl, like a warning growl.
No. Oh, I don't
Oh, boy. Then, out of nowhere, there was the sound of heavy, fast, running footsteps down the wood floor hallway toward me from the front door. My dog launched off my lap to stand between me and the doorway, barking like crazy. I assumed someone had broken in, and I stood up and screamed, "Who the fuck is that?" There was no answer and no more noise other than my dog barking. I grabbed the closest makeshift weapon I could find, a heavy decorative stone bowl. That's pretty good. That'll knock someone out. I slowly and cautiously crept into the hallway, bowl raised over my head to hit someone if necessary. Nobody was there, so my dog and I proceeded to cautiously sneak around the house, turning on all the lights, my dog occasionally growling. I was so scared I called my neighbor friend over to hang out, but I didn't tell her what happened for fear that she wouldn't believe me. She was religious but didn't believe in ghosts. A little while later, we went upstairs to the playroom to watch movies and play video games when we heard the same rapid, heavy footsteps down the downstairs hallway toward the base of the stairs.
Ooh.
My dog barked her face off again, and my friend and I were too scared to investigate, so we just closed and barricaded the playroom door. Yeah, man. My parents came home shortly after, and they chalked it up to the furnace turning on, causing the floorboards to creak, and us having overactive imaginations. It sounded nothing like that. They were distinct, loud footsteps. Freaky! I hope that wasn't too long. I have lots of other Sally stories, so let me know if you'd like me to write in with more. I moved out at 21 and my parents still live there. I haven't had any paranormal experiences in that house since I moved, but I once worked at a somewhat famous haunted art gallery that I'll write in about another time. Thanks for reading, C. Wow. Send us more Sally stories and haunted art stories, please.
I know. I want a fancy ghost.
Wow. Ew, the running.
It's
that is so scary.
like, that's hard to say that, was a furnace or whatever, right?
Right.
Also, like, something about I guess, like, my cats, if they hear any noise, they kind of like perk up, but then they figure out that it's nothing when they know that nothing is there.
Right.
Because they can tell when there's like an ant in the house. They can run wherever they know. They can all three. I see them running. I'm like,
Yes.
oh, there's the smallest bug somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh,
man.
that is so. And like, my house settles a lot, like where it will be like, but it sounds like a house set, like even, and everybody, like, people will be like, what the hell was that? I was like, I don't know, it's our house fucking
It's this fucking old house
or something. Like, but it doesn't sound like footsteps running at ya.
I mean, I guess if you have like a 5-story house and like each floor settles and like,
Yeah, all at once at a quick pace,
like a domino.
So maybe that's it.
Maybe that's it. You live in a.
We had a 43-story house, so it sounded like somebody was running.
Also,
ew, Sally.
Classic parents being like, "It was nothing because we can't do anything about this."
Oh, that's right.
Right?
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Because what are they supposed to fucking do about it? To be like, oh, I guess there was a ghost. What are we supposed to do? Never leave the house again? Please.
Right.
I'll never tell you. I'll never admit to anything.
Right. Wow.
Prove it. That's what your parents scream. Prove it.
Yeah, prove it. Prove it.
We're going out for drinks. All right. I got another. Ready?
I do, yeah.
Okay. This is Nightmares and Shadow Man. Hey, ladies. I just finished catching up on all your podcasts, and you mentioned that you were running low on stories, and if we submitted a story that hasn't been read yet, you wanted us to quote-unquote bump the email. So here is my bump. Again, I think you guys are awesome and I love listening to all the stories. Thank you. And I only read this part because it worked.
See?
And
there it is. It's working.
And it did
Bump it.
It did seem as if this email, their original email, was sent in March. So apparently that does answer a question of when did my problem start with.
Yep, there it is. There it is.
Whoop, there it is. I definitely didn't know. So I guess if you've written this year, you should probably
let's just send it again.
Just bump it again. But bump it. Like
Just
definitely
bump it
reply
again.
to OG. You can do that by searching funnyfeelingpod at gmail.com on your email. In your email, and then you just reply. You guys understand. You guys understand, unless you were my mom.
Email.
If you were my mom, you might not understand.
Oh yeah, my mom would have no clue.
No, my mom doesn't even want to try. She doesn't even want to think about it. Honestly,
no. And honestly, she doesn't need it. You know what?
No. She wants
Marilyn,
to change
don't
the
think
subject
about it.
right now. She's fast forwarding.
Yeah, she's like, get out of here. Get to the spooky stuff.
Every time that my mom does have a tech issue, I'm like, just FaceTime me and I can walk you through it. And she's like, no. She just doesn't want. She doesn't even want to do it.
I don't even want to FaceTime.
She's like, no.
I don't even know that.
No. Okay. Hi, Betsy and Marcy. I'm so happy I discovered your podcast. I listen pretty much all day at work. You two are awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
My story takes place about 13-ish years ago when I was living in a 2-bedroom, 1-bath apartment with 2 girls that I had known since elementary school. One of the girls and I shared a room while the other girl had her own room. One night I had a dream that I had woken up and looked to my left and saw my roommate standing in the corner of the room facing the corner, Blair Witch style.
That's Blair Witch. Yeah, Blair Witch. Ew.
I would burn that roommate.
Just
Joan
approach with a little lighter.
Joan of Arc burned that roommate right up. I kept calling out to her, but she would not acknowledge me.
Oh, no.
Then I tried to get up out of my bed, but realized that I could not move. Oh,
no.
I was filled with terror as I laid there, frozen, staring at my roommate facing the corner, feeling like at any moment something horrible was going to happen.
Oh, shit.
I tried to tell myself that it was just a dream and to wake up. I repeated to myself over and over, it's just a dream, wake up. It's just a dream, wake up.
Ooh.
Finally, after what felt like hours, I was able to wake up, and I quickly scanned the room and saw that my roommate was in fact sleeping in her bed and everything was normal.
Good.
I was so freaked out and could not shake the horrible feeling that I had, so I plugged some headphones into my Discman. I'm so old, I know. Hey, we are you. And listened to some music until I could calm down eventually and fall back to sleep.
Oh.
The next morning, I was telling my roommate about my horrible dream, and her face went pale, and she told me that she had woken up in the night to go to the bathroom, and she went in the hallway, and she saw a dark figure of a man cross the other end of the hallway. She peeked into the living room and saw the figure bent over as if he were looking into our fish tank. He then straightened up and turned to look at her. She said she was so freaked out, and she freaked out and ran into the bathroom and locked the door. After a while, she came out and looked around and couldn't see him anymore anywhere, so she went back to bed. She then said after some time passed, she turned over and she was now after some time had passed, she turned over, so she was now facing the room and saw the same dark figure standing over me, moving around my bed.
What?
She said she was frozen as she watched him looking at me and moving around me. Then the next thing she knew, it was morning, so that she must have just passed out. I asked her if she could remember what time she saw the man next to my bed, and it was about the same time I was having that horrible dream.
Dude.
Oh my God. Oh
what
my
the
God.
fuck?
Oh my God. Neither of us wanted to experience that same thing again, so we called a man from our church to come over and bless our house that day.
Wow.
As he was walking through, he felt really negative and dark energy coming from my other roommate's room. We thought it was a little odd because when we told her about our experiences, she claimed she never had a single bad dream or experience while living in that house.
I'm fine. I've never had it. Everything's
good.
fine.
Everything's good?
Totally
Everything's
good. Everything's totally
Definitely not
good.
doing-
These 3 scratches on my face, that's awesome.
for me, and I like it. It did
I
it
like
for me.
it. So I'm fine. yeah.
She was in the middle of a bad divorce at the time, so I don't know if that attracted some kind of negative spirit or what the cause was. Anyway, after having the house blessed, we thankfully never felt or saw anything like that again. Thank you so much for reading my story. Keep up the great work, ladies. Mallory.
Wow.
Holy shit.
What the fuck is that?
That's awful.
That is so scary.
My eyes welled up with tears reading it. I was like, this is too scary. Just like, whoa.
Oh man, that is so scary.
Also, this is exactly why we need people to bump their emails. This was a good one. I would have died if we hadn't gotten it.
I know. It was so good. Bump those emails.
Oh, God. Her part was scary, but then her roommates,
that is awful.
just like some guy poking around, looking at fish, looking at your roommate, like,
Yeah, looking at your roommate and like scaring their dreams. Like, come on. What the fuck?
what if the roommate was standing in the corner? Okay, here's a logical explanation that is actually spookier.
Whoa.
The roommate is having a nightmare that she saw a man in the corner and that the man was looking at a fish tank. But instead of what's really happening is that roommate is just standing in the corner and she's asleep because she slept walk and is standing in the corner, but she's experiencing this dream. And then Mallory wakes up
to roommate
stand and calls her and can't get her attention. Still just as scary to me.
Yeah, still just like, what is going on in that house?
I don't believe that is the case. I don't believe that is what happened. But even the most logical explanation is still too scary to wrap my mind around.
Right. It also is. It's so like a complex plan by this entity. Like, doesn't it feel kind of like an on purpose, like,
yeah,
I'm gonna make you have a weird dream to tell your friend, who's then gonna be like, well, I saw, like, it feels so like, I don't know, nasty.
Do you think it was that roommate's ex coming and poking around and being like astral projecting,
no.
being nasty?
Maybe, honestly, and just not knowing which room to go into.
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm glad they got a divorce.
Yeah, me too. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck him.
Oh,
Fuck him.
boy. Oh, boy. Oh,
Wow,
boy. Oh,
that
boy.
is
Oh, boy.
creepy.
Yep. That was upsetting.
Yeah, I got chills for sure, dude.
For sure, dude.
Okay, I like the title of this one.
Okay.
Church Camp and the Cheez-it Box.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh, what does that mean? So it starts with Marcy and Darcy.
Great.
And then there's a funny ghost. But then there's an immediate, like, reply adding on to this one that goes, oh my God, Marcy and Betsy. Don't ask me where Darcy came from, LMAO. And then a bunch of crying, laughing faces, which is very funny.
I know where it came from. It came from that Darcy rhymes with Marcy. And,
yes, and we've had Darcy on. And,
yeah. Look,
yeah.
You're not the first person to call me Darcy.
They called me Darcy.
Oh, they called you Darcy
they said
and
Marcy and Darcy.
Oh, that's even funnier than
I like that. Okay. Marcy and Darcy. I'm a fairly recent new listener, and I've absolutely been loving your podcast.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I've been binging it and just soaking up every single spooky story. Yeah. Awesome. It really started making me think as to what experience I have had. But as someone who grew up very sheltered and religious in Midwest Ohio, I never gave much thought to it at all. Even when I had photographic evidence right in front of me this whole time.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay. In the back of my mind, I always knew I had this weird, unexplainable photo from the summer of 2009 on a little digital point-and-shoot camera. My best friend Lee and I were attending a church camp at Kenyon College in Gambier, Ohio, and we were assigned to stay in a dorm called Old Kenyon. I remember one day when we had downtime, we were just chilling inside our room, snacking away on all the junk food we brought with us.
Yeah.
Also, I should note, at the time, I was absolutely obsessed with taking pictures and documenting everything we did, to the point where I would make hour-long slideshows to music at the end of the year and burn DVDs to give them out to friends.
Aww.
Laughing, crying face. Anyway, I had my camera and I was snapping away per usual, and I decided to take a picture of the Cheez-it box laying on the bed that we were eating from. I mean, you gotta document all the snacks you were eating. Got to. Everything went as expected. No flash since it was daytime. Exposure hadn't been tampered with. All normal. I went to check on my masterpiece only to find no picture of the Cheez-it box at all. Instead, it's this weird, blown-out, blurry photo. Upon a closer look, we could make out what looked like the features of a face in the middle of the photo where the bright light stopped. You could see a chin, a mouth that looks agape, a nose, and then a shadow of where the eyes would be. Both of us absolutely freaked out. And at the same time, we were very confused, trying to understand why the photo came out that way. We ran and showed it to a couple other friends, and I don't think they really believed us when we said it was a Cheez-it box, but we're spooked nonetheless. I even remember making the comment at the time that it looked like this figure in the photo. Looked like something was tied around him, maybe like a life jacket strap. I've attached the photo, and please feel free to share it on social media if you want. I would love to hear your thoughts. Okay, fast forward to literally a couple days ago. This whole event popped into my head, and it occurred to me I never once Googled the history of Kenyon College to see if there were any stories of ghosts or hauntings. Well, I'm glad I didn't do it while we were still actively participating in this camp, but apparently Kenyon College is considered one of the most haunted universities in America.
Oh.
There's a lot of stories I'll link here. But here's a summary of a couple that could explain what we saw in the picture. In October 1905, Stuart Pearson was pledging to DKE fraternity, Delta Kappa Epsilon. That's it, huh? Delta Kappa Epsilon fraternity. And as a part of a hazing process, he was tied to the train tracks and was left there for an hour. No trains were scheduled, but a repair train passed through and ultimately ran him over and killed him.
Oh my God.
Okay, pause. Tied to the train tracks? Could that explain the tie in the photo? And the second story was in February 1949, students returned to their dorm Old Kenyon after a school dance. At 4 a.m., the building caught on fire and killed 9 students.
Oh, no.
Old Kenyon was rebuilt on the same grounds with a new floor plan, and some people have claimed to see and feel spirits in their dorm rooms. Ooh, stay safe and spooky, Alex. Okay, do you have the picture?
I'm looking at the picture right now.
I'm looking at it.
Do you see the face? I want you to look right in the middle of the photograph, but in the upper third.
Yes, I see it for sure.
It does look like you see the nose and the mouth kind of like
the mouth
almost like open to like shout or something, kind of.
Yeah, and like kind of a neck like this.
Like turn to the side. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
What? It could be Jesus. What if it's Jesus?
What if it's Cheez-it?
Oh, Cheez-it.
Jesus.
Wow. That is wild.
That's very wild.
Because I had plenty of digital cameras, and that you would have to be like blowing smoke or something to make it look cool like that.
Yeah. I mean,
that's weird.
It is very strange. Huh. It'll be on our Instagram. You can go look at it, guys.
You tell us if you see Cheez-it Jesus in there or what.
I tell you,
wow.
if I had known that was the most haunted college, I would have applied.
Yeah.
Don't know that I would have gone in, but I would have applied.
Yeah, I would have tried, but my SAT scores would have been like not too helpful.
Oops, you're not smart enough to do anything outside of state.
Yeah.
Boy, that is weird, though.
That story of hazing someone by tying them to the train tracks.
God,
that feels so old timey, and it was.
Do you know Rachel would have dated that guy, though? Rachel, the thunderstorm lady? She would have been like, this guy.
That's a bad boy.
Who allows himself to be tied to the train tracks? That's my kind of guy. That's what I like.
I'm a little bummed that there were supposed to be no trains. Fortunately, a repair train.
But
tie them up during the busiest days.
Yeah, tie them up during a storm on the train tracks.
Wow.
Oh, boy.
Way to do the research, too, to be like, wait a second.
Yeah.
Let's see what the deal is.
Is there something to this? Huh.
Exactly. Is there something?
Man, I'm gonna read one more. I think we got time for one more if you want.
Yes, that's perfect.
Bang it out. Okay. This one says, silly little listener story. Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, love you, love the pod, blah, blah, blah.
Thank you, blah,
blah. This is a silly little thing that happened when I was young, and I still don't have an explanation, but here we go. When I was 9 or 10, why'd I just make up numbers?
Whoa, okay.
I'm a liar.
All right, you liar. Have you been telling us any truth in your stories?
Honestly,
or have you been making them up?
We have actually never even had a podcast, Betsy. I faked this whole time.
What? This is like the Truman Show.
This is the Truman Show. I've been faking all of these emails. I'm basically catfishing us.
Marcy, why?
But aren't I creative?
Honestly, yeah. That's a lot of commitment, you know?
Yeah,
that's a lot of commitment.
I've been out of work for a long time.
I'm going to call Neve.
Nev?
Nev.
Nev? I'm going to call Nev Campbell. And
I'm going to call Nev Campbell and be like, this is spooky.
When I was 9 or 10, my mom started getting me gummy vitamins to take every day, but we couldn't keep them in the kitchen, you know, where vitamins go, because then my brothers would just eat them like candy. To be fair, Flintstones gummy vitamins fucking slap.
Dude, I love gummy vitamins.
Me too.
They taste so good.
I tell you what I do, Betsy. I get a bunch of different kinds. Like I'm taking, and then I put them in little like 3-ounce cups. So I'm like, that's my candy for the day.
That's good. I like look forward to my 2 little.
Yeah. Oh, I take too many. I take too many. It's probably just as much. I might as well be eating just fruit snacks. But
yeah, just eat fruit snacks. Fruit snacks are healthy.
They're made with Welch's.
They're made with real fruit.
Yeah, with real fruit. Okay.
Come on.
So my mom had me keep the bottle in my underwear drawer. You know, a safe place where no one would ever find them. I guess if they do, then you can really rag on your brothers forever for looking through your underwear
why are you
drawer.
looking through my underwear drawer?
No, don't do that, freak.
Don't you dare.
I used to forget to take them all the time. My mom would yell at me, but then eventually when I woke up, there would be a single gummy vitamin sitting on my dresser for me to take in the morning. This happened every single day for months, and I didn't think anything of it really. Just popped that sucker in my mouth and carried on with the day. Eventually, I love it, just being like a little adult lady.
Yeah.
Like,
okay, let me just do this and get my briefcase.
yeah.
Sorry.
I heard. I heard what you did.
Yeah.
You dropped something, and we're fucked
I dropped
now.
something.
We're canceled. Eventually I asked my mom and then everyone else in my family if it was them doing that, but they all said no. Pretty soon after that, I told some friends about it and it stopped happening altogether. Weird. Well, your friends were clearly breaking into your house and going through your panty drawer.
Take your vitamins.
I've literally never been a sleepwalker, so we can rule that out. My mom would not lie about something like this. Also, like, she's a lovely, caring woman, but she just wouldn't have gone out of her way to sneak into my room while I slept and put out vitamins for me. Also, I'm a really light sleeper. If my door opens, it immediately wakes me up. Also, I kept the bottle at the very bottom of the drawer under a bunch of shit, and it was screwed top. It was a screw top lid. A person rustling through all that would have definitely woken me. I asked everyone.
Of my loud metal underwear.
Like my chastity belts. Clink, 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 clink. I asked everyone about this again recently, and they all were kind of like, yeah, that's weird, but I swear it wasn't me. Anyway, for like 8 months as a kid, I had a ghost who was very conscious about my health, and then they disappeared as soon as I told people about it. I also have not taken a single vitamin since then. Ha ha, that's it. Peace and love, Jenna.
Jenna.
Peace and love, peace and love.
That's so wild. What? What the fuck?
What? Who? What? Who?
What? Why? Where? When?
It
How?
makes I'm befuddled. It doesn't make sense.
Especially, like, for the mom to be like, no, and then years later be like, no, I didn't do that. Like, because I feel years later, they would be like, it was me, you know?
And why, if it were a sibling, why would they not just cop to it and laugh about it?
Yes, especially now, like, where it is just like, yeah, it was me. Haha, I got you for 8 months or whatever. Like, that's so strange.
It's very strange.
That's kind of nice.
That's a nice little
to help
ghost.
You remember to take your stuff.
Well, here's where the ghost did something spooky. The ghost licked the vitamin.
Oh no! Ghost saliva. Uh-oh.
Oh boy. Slava? Saliva is very hard. I was thinking Steve Slaga? Saliva is hard. It's a hard one to say.
Slava. Oh man. That's really creepy.
These are great.
These are so good. Thank you all for sending them in.
Especially those who've sent it and then heard me cry on the podcast. And so they bumped their original email.
Yes, thank you so much.
And unfortunately, if you sent it before and you don't have it anymore, it's gone. A ghost.
It might be gone. It's
ghost
gone.
ate it. So I hope that we can recover this because it is a true tragedy. As happens with a lot of ghost stories, there is always tragedy involved. And
I feel we should sue Gmail or something.
I just can't understand why all of a sudden all of our emails all of the new emails coming to us started going to spam. All of a sudden.
I can't either.
Makes no sense.
Spooky.
Makes no sense.
Spooky.
Spooky.
Too spooky.
Thank you guys for sending them in.
Yes, thank you.
And don't talk about boobs.
Don't talk. Yeah, don't. But read the room. Read the room. Read the room before you mention somebody's boobs looking nice.
Also, don't eat gummies that have been sitting. They are sticky. You don't eat.
They are sticky.
They're sticky.
They're sticky.
They should be in a container.
They are sticky. They're sticky. I brought a bunch to Phoenix, and of course they all melted together to like one big vitamin gummy.
There's a TikTok of a guy who just like bites off what he thinks is the approximate amount.
That's all you can kind of do is just be like, I think this is what I should be getting.
Just like it's a piece of jerky or something. Well, thank you guys.
Yes, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for listening to A Funny Feeling.
If you have a paranormal experience that you would like to share, please send us a voice memo, or you can email us just a letter at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. I'm Marcy.
I'm Betsy. And don't shit your pants.
That was a HeadGum podcast.